Hello people, Carlito here once again, this time with a video all about hogs, well mainly about hogs. So I'm not sure about you guys, but I really like bacon in the mornings, and this morning didn't disappoint because I was attacked by mass hogs, and I will show you that in a second. First of all, quickly looking at my base, as you all know I went to Town Hall 10 recently, and I've set 2 Infernos going, the new Expo, Archer Queen's also on the way to level 21, and I'm upgrading the army camp to the last level. So I've got all my builders busy. As you can see, I am basically maxed on gold, which is good, and I'm not too far from being maxed on elixir. So by the time I've got a builder free, which is in 2 days, I'll have completely maxed out my resources. Now here's the defense. Now it's mass hogs, which cause a problem for a lot of players, and sometimes you can get lucky, and I think I got lucky because this player wasn't terribly good with hogs. But if you get it wrong, as this player does, you can really waste an awful lot of dark elixir, an awful lot of elixir as well in terms of spells, and you can make yourself infamous by being put onto a video or a forum post in terms of how poor the attack was. So I can see what he's doing here. He is trying to lure out the clan castle troops, which is a very valid strategy. It's essential really if you've got a lot of archers in a clan castle, or even a dragon or something like that. They can do an awful lot of damage to hogs. Minions are particularly bad if they target them, because what they'll do is just follow the hogs around the base, pick them off one by one, and eventually that will just crash the attack. Now they've come from the right hand side. What they've not done, as you can probably tell, is release the heal spells quick enough. The healer isn't going to be much use because she's actually too slow. The hogs are way too fast for the healer to keep up. As you can see, they're getting in and out of air range quite quickly. And also my air defences are quite strong, and you look at a base like mine, you can imagine there's going to be some air bombs as well. So relying on the healer to do the work was a very poor decision. Last of the remaining hogs now, there's not very many left. They're not going to get 50%, as you can tell. They've only got a handful of archers, which is another one of their mistakes. They probably had a bit too many hogs and not enough troops to do cleanup. A few archers in that corner there, bottom corner, might have got them to 100%. Now this is quite funny. Here is my new Archer Queen, and the reason I say that is because she's far more useful than the Archer Queen as far as I'm concerned. If you look here, she's very sneakily hiding just behind the wall, and she's taken out these archers one by one, playing a bit of peekaboo, looking up, take a shot, duck, take a shot, duck. She's quite funny. And those archers wouldn't have done anything, to be fair. They wouldn't have got any of the resources, but still I thought it was quite clever. Now eventually she did die, but she took a lot of archers out before she bit the bullet. So I've crowned her my new Archer Queen, although she did die, which was a shame, because I don't know about you guys, but I find the Archer Queen, the AI of the Archer Queens, have really gone downhill recently. And she just does some stupid things. She targets stupid objects instead of doing the obvious, and doesn't seem to stick to any of the old rules in terms of what she'll target when you initially deploy. So yeah, I've stopped using her as much as I did previously, which is why I've upgraded her, because I don't typically rely on her anymore. Here is another attack. It's a fail again, as those of you who will have seen the result can tell. They released a dragon, which didn't really stand up too well against the Teslas. They've released giants, which, because all of the structures in front of building were defences, the giants targeted those and not the Teslas, which was unfortunate for the attacker. Maybe they couldn't tell. But now, as you can tell, the Teslas are just tearing these archers to pieces. Level 4 archers are no real match for a group of 4 Teslas. As you can see here, they're just decimating the army completely. And it doesn't seem to matter what this guy does or this girl does. They're not really making any dents in the town hall. They've released the king to have a last-ditch attempt. Teslas are going to deal with the king just as easily as they dealt with the archers, and a lightning bolt for good measure, but doesn't get anywhere near destroying the town hall. So yeah, I gained a lot of trophies yesterday, 55 or something like that I gained just off those 2 attacks alone. As I'm creeping higher into the gold league, I'll be at crystal soon, and the reason for this is just I'm chasing gold. I'm not fighting as often as I used to, and as a result of that, there's no real need to be in the gold levels because I'm nearly maxed on gold. So there's no point being in the gold league because I'm not raiding as much. So let's say hi to YouTube, to the clan. Maybe we'll get a response from those guys. There's a lot of talk actually because the latest sneak peek was announced last night, and I will do another video, so look out for that one, based on my thoughts on this latest release. So I'll dedicate another video to that. But because of the new update, there's a lot of chat in the clan about what it's going to mean, how effective it's going to be, whether or not our gameplay will need to change, whether we'll need to move up and down the leagues. You know, all that good stuff is really popping off in the clan right now, and hopefully it is going to be good for us. I've got my own view. I think it might. I'm about to say bye from the king and bye from the queen, so I'm just typing that into YouTube here. So, as I say, hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it will not really crash our games, and Town Hall 10 is not as bad as it used to be, or it currently is, I should say, in terms of loot. But time will tell. It's such a major change that it's difficult to know which way it's going to go until it actually lands, and we get used to the new changes. So as I say, look out for the new video. I'll do it in the next couple of hours probably, and it'll be about my thoughts on the recent update that's now actually going through Apple, and it'll be on our iPads and iDevices and Android devices very shortly. So, bye from the king, bye from the queen, and I will see you all soon.